right, first and foremost, we want to start off by giving all praises and glory, which is due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son, Bahashem in the name, Rakah, Kodash, Holy Spirit. We want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders, bishops of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And also you Israelite foreigners who are scattered among the heathen nations, looking like the heathen nations, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, through the Rakah Kodash, the understanding to know and understand that through your faith, when you heard and believed this doctrine that we preach, that you also come of the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, all of us together, making the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, starting with 144,000, and then that great multitude. All right, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto the elect. Also, a shalom to the man who are putting their lives and freedoms on the line for the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, waiting on the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for salvation. All right, and on this, we're going to start off right here on Revelation 13.
Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yep. And we already know that it's this digital system. You know, they're gonna bring everything together into one system, man. All right, this mark, all right. They're gonna use that instrument, all right, to prick you, to put that chip inside of you, man, where it's gonna have all this data. That way they know who you are, what you're doing. You know, with everything that's going on right now, with the, you know, as we're talking about, you know, everybody feeling that squeeze right now, you know, you hear about it everywhere. You know, a lot of people not being able to work overtime anymore, jobs slowing down. You know, I went to try to renew my license plates on my truck. Now they got a brand new system. So you can't even go into DMV anymore just to get your tags anymore. So now it's a brand new system. It's a kiosk, and you find these kiosks throughout King Supers and shit like that. And with that renewal card, you go to that kiosk, and if you need an emissions, it has to be updated in the system. If you don't have insurance, you need insurance, and it has to be updated in the system. You have to scan that, and that kiosk lets you know how much it is. It spits out your tags and your registration, man. It's all going into one system, man. We see it gradually happening in front of our eyes, man.
Con, brother, you brought that up about how it's really easy to do your tags, right? Well, I went to the bank today, and I went inside the bank in a long ass time, right? I went to go deposit some money today. And I was thinking, cause I was on my lunch, so I was like, shoot, I hope this don't take long. I walked in there, bro. You know, you just have to fill out a piece of paper, deposit slip. You know, all you have to do, give them the cash, tap your card. I was in and out in like seconds.
Shit, even that, you can go up right up to the walk-in ATM, put your card in, tap deposit, and slide the money in there, and everything is going digital.
Yep.
Everything.
You got the share rides. You got the with the insurance. Also, when it comes to Medicaid, Medicare, you know, for the elderlies, because my mom uses that too, and it's all one system. So hey, the driver knows that she's up to date, whatever, what day it is. He goes pick her up, drops her off. Medicaid has everything covered, man. You know, this is a big system that's coming, and a lot of you are blind to it, but this is the warning. This is the love, this is the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And it behooves us, you know, to take heed unto the warnings, man. Though it comes gradually, it's just to keep a lot of people asleep, you know, but we know it's going to speed up, and things are speeding up. Because even they have a system, the Denver Police Department, where they sit in the middle lanes and they're scanning the license plates, the vehicle, the system, the computer, and it shows who owns that vehicle. It shows whether or not they have insurance. But the biggest reason they use it is to see if anybody who driving that vehicle, the owner, to see if they have warrants out for their arrest. And if it comes back that they have warrants for their arrest, they're going and pulling them over. So all this system, whether it be healthcare, whether it be for driving, purchasing, it is a system that's going to join everything together. That way they can keep tabs on you. That way, go ahead.
Even with these streaming sites, they're doing that shit too. Everything is being integrated and made digital, man. You got everybody on social media trying to find a way around it, and we're telling you, ain't no way around it, man. There's nothing that you can do to be out of this system for too long, unless you just say fuck it, like we're gonna do, man. Lord willing, we continue to be in that spirit, because everybody, you better get you an MP3 player right now, get your iPod and download you some music. Look, man, ain't no escaping what's coming. It's inevitable. And they're rolling this shit out all around you in every aspect of your life, man. Everywhere you look, everything is going digital. You have to have some shit to tap. And it's just gonna get, you already see it talking about having wearables and shit. You see, all that's coming. And there's nothing that you can do to get out of it except for trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And that's only for the hopeful elect to do.
The last 2 years, I've been, I was flying back and forth to Utah. And I told the brothers when I first seen it about that smart ID. And a lot of people didn't take too much, notice about it. And they said 2025, they're going to really start pushing it. And guess what? Here it is, 2025. And they're really going to start cracking down on that. If you ain't got your IDs updated, guess what? You can't fly. And it's only, like I said, this is gradually going to be doing these things and those things to make it seem like it's normal for those who are asleep, for those that don't see the light, for those who still have that veil over their eyes and are, in that darkness.
Now, this is not an overnight process. It's going to take some time, for a few weeks, months, you see, for it to fully come out. But this thing is coming, man. And they're getting your mind gradually prepared to be accepting of it. And this is why, even before we got to this point, we would always go into these different news articles, or they will put it in your face, or the device the size of a grain of rice that they're going to insert in your hand between your index finger and your thumb. And they will always put that out in these different articles, man, that's just to get your mind warmed up, to make you
start thinking about
to get you at ease of, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that big of a device. And they're doing videos of people getting implanted with these things. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Oh, it couldn't. So they're trying to make it feel, oh, okay, this is safe to do.
And they'll do it like they did it with the jump shot. They're gonna have celebrities, take that CHIP, and then they'll televise it, and then they're gonna oh, he got it, I might as well get it. My favorite rapper or my favorite actress.
Well, you had these niggas on the Breakfast Club asking some of their guests would they take a Neuralink. You see, that's gonna lead to it's gonna take. He asked, would you take the chip? That's what he asked. And why is that on the Breakfast Club? Because they know a lot of you Israelites watch that. So they're getting you warmed up to the idea of getting prepared to take it. So they're going to continue to mention it here and mention it there. It's that subconscious implanted in your mind of what do they call it? Predictive programming. You heard about it. Your favorite rapper, your favorite celebrity said, "Oh, it's okay for the take. I'm gonna take it. This is take. And that's why y'all do the shot. The jump, the jab. Damn. You see.
And our elders had spoke on that in the past, because when they first had the polio shots, they had what's his name, Elvis. He was like the model, the example, the celebrity they used. One of the celebrities I remember, I think Elder Apostle Gabar was going on in, but at the time I think it was like 3 or 4%, so a real low percentage of America had been taking the polio shot. And then after Elvis went up there and took it on camera, on TV, and all of a sudden the numbers went into the 90th percentile, because everybody's like, oh, Elvis is taking it. I'm gonna get that shit. I need that,
Yeah.
It's smarter to get a second Edge 16.
Not yet.
You want to keep on Revelation 13?
Yeah, you can finish it out, and then we'll jump over here.
All right, so Revelation 13 and I read 16 again. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead."
So it could be the actual, C-hip on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a device just like the Neuralink or whatever other brands there are. They could name it whatever brand they want to name it.
It's still the MOTB.
Yep, it's still it,
Verse 17 says,
And let me add, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if you get it on your left or right hand. You're getting it, man.
Yep.
Even if you get it on your foot.
Yep. Revelation 13 and 16, it says, "And he calls of all, both small," verse 17, "and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yep.
Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666."
That's right. And when you go into that verse 17, that goes into being inside this whole system. You want to operate inside the system, well, you got to bow down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just saying I'm down with it. You got to partake. They're going to make sure that you are imprinted with it, man. Mm-hmm. They're going to take that instrument, load it up,
and put it into your body, and whatever form factor you get. And the thing is, if you don't get it, you're going to be separated from society, basically. You're going to be an outcast. You're not going to be able to move and maneuver like you're doing right now. You're able to go to the store with your cash because people still using cash. You're still able to use your debit card. All that shit is going to be phased out very soon. You want to go into the concerts. You want to go to the bowling alley. You want to drive a car, get gas. You want to continue to get your medical services, whatever it may be. It's all about to be tied to this MOTB that they're coming with, man. You see?
You're not going to be able to buy or sell without that thing, like the brother's about to read. If I could, I would just pull this up through the Spirit. New World Order, meaning, because that's what this is. It's all a New World Order, right? And it says the term refers to a new period in history. This period is characterized by a fundamental change in global, political, economic, or social landscape.
So the whole system is changing, man. It's going from this old world to the new world. This old system to the new system, where they're trying to integrate man and machine to obtain immortality, and they're telling you this right before your faces. But y'all niggas is caught up with the bullshit of social media, man. You're not paying attention. You on social media, not paying attention to what's really going on. You see, the puppets for these elite are telling you they want to hack humans. We want to put something under their skin. We want to put something in their body. And you niggas is laughing at it like it's a joke, but this is what they're really trying to do. You see why you niggas are entertained and distracted by what the fuck Diddy going on, man. Fuck Diddy. You see? Diddy ain't shit. You see, he's a fucking fly, a gnat compared to the grand scheme of things, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
And I'm glad you said that word puppets, because your puppets are your world leaders. Your Donald J. Trump. He's nothing but a puppet. It says here, it is often used after major conflicts or geopolitical shifts. Examples include periods of World War I, II, and the end of the Cold War. In this context, the term can signify a shift in the balance of power. It can also refer to the emergence of new international institutions, such as the League of Nations or United Nations. Additionally, it can refer how nations interact, cooperate, compete on a global scale.
Well, they're trying to come together with a what? One world order, man. You see? Where the rich are rich and the poor is poor. Like they said, like Klaus Schwab said, you will own nothing and be happy. These are the things they're talking about at these summit meetings, man. These G20s and the fucking Bilderberg and all the WEF and all this shit. They're talking about how to fucking corral you people and control you people, you see, and by what means they're gonna do it, man. This is what's really going on, you see. Why you niggas is arguing about why David Justice broke up with Halle Berry, you see. Like, bro, what the fuck? Said niggas still talking about Tupac. Niggas still talking about Biggie. We don't give a fuck. Goddamn, let them niggas
because I
sleep.
did a lesson on that last night.
Let them niggas sleep, man. Let them niggas sleep, man. Y'all niggas still talking about the same shit. Jake's trying to revive the 90s and revive the 80s. Man, look, man. We ain't living in reality, man. These devils are coming down. And you see Trump fucking militarizing fucking DC. He talking about he gonna do Chicago next, New York. Might even do fucking Oakland, California. He gonna go to LA. And these are main cities where who's in them? Jake.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, bro?
I was gonna say, man. Speaking of the micro C hip, it was an article that came out recently where Bill Gates, or Gil Bates, as we like to say,
Kill Gates.
yeah, the Gates of Hell. He was trying to have every newborn baby micro C hip, man.
At birth.
Or in the womb.
Oh yeah, in the womb.
In
That's
the
right.
womb.
That's
He wanted
right.
them
That's
jabbed
right.
in the womb.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
He wanted them jabbed in the womb, but he wanted them implanted at birth.
Right when they came out.
So and that should show you would figure,
Damn.
nigga, this is my child. I ain't got to do that. Bullshit. This shows you that you're just a slave in this system, man. That you're subject to what the higher powers of this system want. We're not free here.
Yeah.
While you niggas are still running around talking about my freedom, this and my civil rights, that, you have none. The elite are taking it all away from you. Even you red-blooded Edomites who love to lean on that Constitution, you have a president in office right now who's wiping his ass with your Constitution, and you niggas don't care. They're basically saying, fuck the Constitution right in you Americans' faces, and you're not doing anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
They doing this nigga taking all type of bribes. He's basically he's an enemy to the United States by siding with Israel. You see? Where are you soldiers at? A part of the soldiers' oath is what? You're supposed to be protecting this country, whether what, foreign or domestic.
And he,
you see? And that can brew civil war.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is happening just like the Most High said it would, man.
I was gonna say he saw Edom, how he was saying about the implanting them babies right at birth. They had just signed, we talked about it a couple of weeks back, the Genius Act. And when you go into that word genius, it goes into basically like a guardian angel on the left-hand side that's with you from the time of birth.
Well,
that's literally what he's talking about over there. The brother.
That's what they want to do, man. They want to track and trace every single human being every second of the day, man.
He's trying to be like the Most High. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth."
So hey, all you Israelites out there, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, take heed unto the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Don't get comfortable here. It doesn't matter who you say you are here in Babylon, man. This is not our rest. This is not our country. We're not Mexican Americans. We're not Afro Americans. We're none of that bullshit that they told us, man. This is not our rest. This is not where we belong underneath the heathen, man. And so don't get too comfortable here. You get too comfortable, you're not gonna want to leave this bitch. You're gonna keep thinking about all the food and this and that and whatever wild out thing you were doing.
But the thing is, it's all up to the Most High, man. You got to be in the spirit.
Yep.
Because we are here. We use the word, not in the abusing the word. We got jobs. We got things we got to take care of. You see, but in our spirit, we like, well, when we see this shit coming, and when it's finally implemented and made mandatory, we're ready to leave all this shit behind because we know and understand we have something greater waiting. That's why a lot of our people are going to fail because their vision begins and ends with America, man. They don't see anything beyond this. You see, and that's the downfall of you being an unbeliever. If you're an unbeliever, you have no hope in nothing. You really don't have hope in nothing because America's gonna fall. America's gonna fail. See, when you're a believer of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, your hope is in everlasting, man. Your hope is in all the things that the Most High has promised to bring unto us, as we find written in this Bible, that a lot of Israelites are just rising up talking shit against. Still believing in that book. That's the white man book. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what's going on.
It's happening right in front of you.
Right in front of you. You niggas don't know because the Most High ain't dealing with you. You see, and this is why we're about to witness a lot of Israelites. Those of the circumcision and those of the uncircumcision, they're gonna die, man. You see, because of their lack of faith.
And he already did it with the jab. You know, you had all these Israelites that trusted in the enemy, went ahead and took the jab, and then what happened? They lost their limbs. They had strokes.
You know why?
They had heart attacks. Some of them, a lot of your family members died because of that thing.
And a lot of that goes back to their hope being firmly rooted in America. They took that shit because they wanted to keep their job, so they can keep that mortgage payment going. They can keep that car payment going. They can keep the kids in the private school or going to whatever fucking school they want they go to. And you niggas was susceptible to taking that shit because you have no hope outside of this place. See, us, we had jobs during that time, and you gotta get the job to stay here. You know, I'm out then.
Yeah,
it's over with.
Because we know the scriptures. You know, first one start off just quoted is never trust thine enemy, but then Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
But you can only do that if the spirit of the Lord is with you. Right. Even trusting the enemy, you first got to tap into knowing the understanding that you're an Israelite. That the Most High made you a special people. You got to understand the name of the Most High, Yahweh. You got to understand the name of Yahweh Shai, the true Messiah. And then he'll start to put this understanding in you, and then you will understand that you have enemies, that these people that you've been looking at this whole time, these Edomites, are not for you. And you would have had the knowledge to know and understand. Look at this nigga track record. It's the same type of shit he's always done. Why would I trust in this man?
Yeah, because when we really point out the enemy, we really point out the enemy. You know? Because we don't sit there and say, well, who's causing all this? Mankind. Mankind is doing. No!
Humans are destroying the earth.
No! You got these motherfuckers in power that run these motherfucking corporations in this system, man.
And their nationality is Edom.
God, well, hey, you might as well read the rest of that 13. Revelation.
I read it.
You read the last verse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we expound on this one real quick, though. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. I'll read it from the top one more time. It says, O my people, are you Israelites, starting with the elect, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. Now, we're in a spiritual battle, man. This is a battle of the mind, battle of the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's going to be a heavy one coming in the days coming up. You're going to have to make a decision. Are you with Yahweh Bashim Shah, or are you with this system? And it says, and in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Meaning we're not going to have a certain dwelling place, man. We're going to be on the move more than likely, man. So you can't get too comfortable with these apartments, your homes that you live in, your cars.
That's something you need to
on your lease.
And that's something you need to be getting your spirit right now, man. This is something you need to should have been, fully resolved in doing. Because we know and understand, Micah 2:10, that this is not our rest, man. If you believe that, you were never firmly rooted in. We were never firmly rooted in this place anyway. Yeah. We have no certain dwelling place here, man. This ain't our kingdom. We know and believe that, so we know when it comes, we not going with this shit Esau talking about, man. We don't want anything in our bodies. We're not going for that shit, and we gonna stand with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we have to lose everything because of it. The Most High has taken care of us before. This whole walk of ours has been taking leaps of faith, and the Most High upholding us, man. From the time we heard the word to the time we went to see the prophet to the time we crossed over to the line and invested our life into this thing, it's all been a leap of faith.
Well, when that jab before that, we was being niggas in the world.
I was gonna say something to that. You gotta understand that our lives. Because
guided us.
Because you got to understand, to get to this point, the elect has been guided even in our reincarnation to make sure that Yahweh Bashim Shai's word plays out the way it is. You got to understand that. It's not that just one day you magically appear into this world and you're here in America and you don't know why and this is the way everything's going to be forever. No.
Right.
This is all the plan of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and it's been set him forward since day one.
Hey, real quick, man, I got a definition for the word pilgrim right here. In Merriam-Webster, it says one who journeys in foreign lands. You see, and we're in a foreign land. You know what I'm saying? This ain't our homeland, like the Ak was saying. Our homeland is over there in Israel.
But you can't tell a nigga that, man, because they don't believe that.
So we're just here sojourning, man. That's it.
Yep. can't get you just can't get too caught up in this world, man.
Because you got to understand with all that getting, get what? Get understanding, man. And a lot of our people don't want to do that, but that's going to be to their own destruction.
Demise.
It's going to be to their own demise, man, because at the end of the day, the Most High has given us the blueprint, the layout through Yahweh Shai and what we're supposed to be following. And you had even some of these guys who are proclaiming to be leaders, we see through their actions, they was trying to get the prize on this side. Look at Alazar. Look at Hakar. Look at Hassad. Look at Nate. They want their prize on this side because they really feel like this is their rest. We're not moving like that, man. I was just meditating on that earlier. You see these most, they got everything their heart could wish, and that's because what? They bowed the knee to Satan. Yeah. See us, we still had everything that we need. We got what? We got food, we got raiment, we have a shelter, and we're content with it. We got more than enough to get us through to where we are trying to go. You see?
And that's the biggest thing, especially coming into Jacob's trouble, the way everything's moving around and the way we see Jacob's trouble opening up, man. You need to learn to decipher between needs and wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. What do you need? We need our daily bread. We need whatever we need to get by this day.
Yep.
Everything else that you don't need to survive for today is just a want.
We don't need a fleet of Lamborghinis, man. We don't need a fleet of Ferraris. We don't need private jets. We don't need fucking a $50,000 grocery bill, man. You see? It's my they trying to make 100 M's. We don't need 100 M's. We got more than enough to get us to the next day. You see, we ain't missing no meals. We ain't out here with destitute holes in our clothes. We got everything that we need because we know we're pilgrims here, and ain't none of this shit going with us anyway. So a lot of you who are firmly rooted in this place, you're not gonna want to give up all these carnal possessions, man, because you've stored up your treasures here. We're storing up our treasures in heaven, man. So this is why we're not. We don't give a fuck about what Esau is coming with because we know and understand we had nothing here to begin with. So what the fuck? What we're gonna get that device for? To continue to have nothing? No, man, we're gonna continue to side with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and wait for our life to come from Yahweh Shai, man.
It's like shit. Looks like he already a third-class citizen here. It's not gonna change when the new system changes over.
But that goes to never trust thy enemy, man. But a lot of niggas gonna go believe that shit because they might come with a stipend. You know, all it takes is fucking $3,000 for dick and goddamn.
But they not doing that with the jab?
Mm-hmm. Yep. What you got?
I got a Proverbs 30. I'll start at 7. It says, 2 things, Proverbs 30 and 7. 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Yeah, man. You got motherfuckers all over because everybody's trying to live this social media lifestyle so they can post it on social media, act like they living it up. You see, but the thing is to keep that shit going, to keep the bag going, what are you gonna have to do? You're gonna have to be integrated into the system they coming with, man. No. Ain't no other way. You see, y'all wanna out here fucking all the designer, all the diamonds, all the whatever you got going on. All that shit ain't even needed, man. You see? You just doing that shit to keep up with the next person. And you're miserable. You motherfuckers are miserable, man. You see? Living your life through social media, hide behind the facade, and to keep the facade going, you're going to have to get that device put into you. And that's what's about to happen with a lot of you Israelites, man. You're going to take it.
God, I might as well read this last verse 30 and 9, Proverbs. It said, well, feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee. Yep. And say, who is Yahweh?
Ooh, are we not saying that shit with like niggas like Lil Boosie?
Yeah,
this nigga, he's so up. He got the nerve to say F the Most High if he can't eat pork.
Wow.
You see, you remember that shit?
Yeah, that shit pissed me off, bro.
If I can't eat pork, F the Most High. What?
Yeah,
I stopped listening to Boosie after that, man.
Yeah, I ain't bro. It was over with.
You know, playing this right.
But that's what they do, and they deny the Most High through their actions, man. These are some of the most wickedest people on the earth with all this bread because they feel like just because they have an abundance of bread, they can do whatever they want to do, man. I always bring up the example, scrolling through Instagram one day, this dude told me, I got money, and my boyfriend got money. So he feel like, he told me, don't worry about me and my boyfriend. I got bread, you broke nigga. So just because you got money, that means you can just go out here and be a flamer. That's how Jake thinks. Jake thinks their money justifies their wickedness, and it doesn't, man. And that type of mind, that type of spirit, is gonna have a lot of you giving over to the system that's coming for the Most High to destroy you in this lake of fire, man.
Mm-hmm. It says, "Lest I be full and deny thee, and say, Who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of Yahweh in vain."
That's right. See, we are living in that medium, you know. And at the end of the day, everything you have is to help out the mystery, man. The ministry. So like it, the mystery. Yeah, well, it is a mystery too. But the ministry, man. Like I said, we work together as a unit. It's a body, man. You know, everything we get is to make sure that, hey, we gotta help out. You know, at the end of the day, hey, it also talks about charity, man. You know, it's like, hey, you got something. Hey, we have other brothers that don't, so we help. We're not sitting around like Nate talking shit because certain brothers don't have no money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where is that gonna get you? Nowhere.
Don't say charity covers multiple sins. You making 150 million a year. That's your net worth, bro. You got write a check. You see, but they would rather continue to call us bums. When ain't none of us bums. We all got cribs, bro. We all got jobs. We all getting our daily bread from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Just because we ain't got an exorbitant amount of money, that don't make us bums, man.
Hold up. And the thing is, even if we lose all of that, we got the scriptures to go back and reference. Look at Job.
Yep.
It is to be what? Brought down low, that way he could build us back up. It's not to keep us there and destroy us, man. It's because he wants to see a change in us, and he wants to make sure that we're going to continue calling upon his names.
If you see a brother in the cave,
Yep.
So this is cut on those IUIC leaders talking about we're bums and whatnot.
Who love to go into the law, right?
It is a law right here. It says Leviticus 25:35, and if thy brother be waxing poor and falling in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him. Yeah, though he be a stranger or sojourner, that he may live with thee. So basically, it's in our law, man, that you're supposed to restore your brother if you see him down on his luck, man. You know, you're supposed to not call him a bum and shit and look down on him. You're supposed to help him out, man.
And guess what? Since y'all violate that law, guess what you do? You violate all the other laws, so you're not keeping the law.
Yep.
You see, so yeah.
Yeah, we're not here to tear down our people, the brothers, the sisters that really want to learn about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and want to listen to the word. Because we're doing the same thing. We came in with the same intent of wanting to learn about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and how our ancestors worshiped Yahweh Bashem Yahushua now.
Got one. This is Isaiah 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Yeah.
They think that Esau is their master.
Yeah.
They think Esau is the one that feeds them.
I got to dye my hair blonde so I can look just like my master.
Right, man. No, your master is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He's the one that allows you to eat every day.
Yep.
Allows you to wake up. Allows you to breathe.
They about to find that shot the hard way, man, because they really feel like Esau is the only way they can eat. Now we tapping back into our ancient heritage, man.
Right.
Where the Most High fed us in the wilderness with nothing around, fed us manna, and then we wanted meat. He gave quails, and guess what? Those type of things are going to be happening here in these last days once this thing collapses. That's why we're not even considering taking on motherfucking MOTD, man.
Yeah.
Because we know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to take care of us, and he like he's been doing all the way up until this point.
And also, just to touch on what he had read, also they don't even consider who they are as a people, you know, because why they don't believe they're the children of Yahweh.
Let me grab this real quick. This Isaiah 30 and 1, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And this is what the majority of our people are doing. You see, they're taking counsel, but they're taking counsel of the enemy, as if your enemy is going to tell you something beneficial for you to be saved out here. You see, they're covered with a covering, but not of the spirit of the Most High. They're covered with the covering of Babylon, man. And we see it through how they act. The men, the women, and the children. They're covered with the cover of Babylon and not of the spirit of the Most High. And they're adding sin to sin because this place keeps you in a constant state of transgressing against the Most High. And if you get that fucking MOTB, that's the ultimate sin, man.
Because what it says, and these times that we're entering in, you know, you're going to have those that seek Yahweh Shem Shai, and they're going to look for listen to his word, you know, regardless what brother, what apostle, what elder, what bishop they listen to. That's the word of Yahweh Shem Shai going out. And they're going to pay attention and listen and know, hey, this is happening, but guess what the scripture tells you? Be patient. Wait for me.
Yep.
You know, but the 2/3, what are they going to do? Well, you know, the news is saying this, and the president's saying this, and the doctors.
Go ahead.
And the doctors are saying this and that. So they said for me to be able to keep my job and make sure I'm able to pay my bills and not lose my house and not lose my Section 8, I got to do this.
Well, just like the situation bro going through, he gave some spiritual advice to one of his carnal brother. He said, Yahweh Shem Shai can't do nothing for me right now. See, that's the spirit that Jacob's moving in right now, and they're wondering why they're getting fucked up out here. This is Isaiah 30:2. It says, "That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth." Ooh, Isaiah 30:2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Oh, you see that a lot with you know, Northern Kingdom. Well, if we go up here, we will have everything we need. You know?
God.
Hold up. It's Southern Kingdom woman. You see a lot with that. Well, forget this. The government helps me out.
Yep.
I get Section 8. I get fooders. I my WIC, whatever the fuck you get, because you have all these fucking babies thinking that's a fucking paycheck when it's not.
Yeah.
But then what else you get? You know, your SNAP balance, this and that. You know.
We had that one video where Eve was telling her son he can't get a job because if he did,
she loses out.
She would lose on her Section 8. So she want her son to be a bum and not work to follow her example of living off the government, man. You see, but that's what our people do. And the thing is, all of our people who are moving in that spirit, you see, attached to Esau's titty, they're about to lose, man.
Oh, hey, a good example. It just came into my head what the brothers talk about a lot, because you have brothers that have been in the military. There's a lot of Jake that go into the military just to get a paycheck. At least I'm getting paid. Well, let me go in there. Not knowing that if you're in there, and you don't come out of there, guess what? You're going to be shipped out.
Yep.
Guess what? And it's not just going to be something friendly.
More than shipped out. Now you got these fucking technocrats in the military, you see, like, I can't remember their positions, but you got Plantier up in there, Meta. They're like lieutenant colonels, high-ranking officers in the military. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to be pushing this MOTB first and foremost upon you GIs, man. And guess what? You're not gonna be able to deny it because you signed that contract unless you're gonna do some crazy shit to get out. You see, and that might be worth it if your contract too fucking long.
If you're set to repent.
You see, yeah, because that's what's coming. You already see what you have to go through at basic training. You got no say so on what they put in your fucking body. You have no say so over yourself, man.
They're fucking guinea pig.
You see,
and not only that, on top of all that, they're not briefing you like if you're in the Space Force or in the Air Force. Hey, you're going to be taking on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, they're not telling what you're walking into. You know, and they know the wicked elites. They know the prophecies. You know.
So this is Isaiah 30:2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is what the majority of our people are doing here in the land of America, man. Verse 3, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Because instead of them being spiritual, they're being carnal. And we already know what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to come back to do. He's going to destroy it. He's going to completely annihilate this place right here. It's going to be completely destroyed. So to the point where you're not going to tell where it began, where it ended, where Colorado, it's just somewhere there. Who knows where the fuck it went, but it was there at one point in time.
Right. And then it says the shadow of Egypt, a shadow of something that fades away, man.
Yeah.
This shit is fading away. Why you gonna put your trust in something that's going away, man? I got another quick piece.
Trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's just like us. Where are we? We're in the secret place of the Most High. So we abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Because you see, so you're in the shadow of Egypt, thinking that this place is your protection, when it's not. You see, this place is not your protection, man. Pharaoh, Esau, it's not your protection. Yahweh Shai is coming back to cast judgment, man. And all of you who are fighting against it by going along with this, man, you're going to be judged, as it tells you in Isaiah 66 and starting at verse 15, man. You see?
God, this is Isaiah 36 and verse 6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of his broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him."
And that's the only to continue to stay on Esau's tit, man. You're gonna have to be integrated into the system. And the thing is, we're not even dependent on Esau now. Everything that we have because we call to the Most High. He provides, man. You see, he just uses this system to provide it for us. And once this system collapses, he gonna continue to provide for us outside of it. That's what we trust in. That's how we're moving. We're not looking to Esau for shit. You see, everything we have, we pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He provides, man.
Yeah, because even all these jobs that we have, these houses that we have, yeah, Esau might own a lot of this shit, but this is given to us by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is controlling everything. He's in control of it all, man.
That's right.
It's not just Esau just running around here with free will and doing whatever the fuck he thinks he can do, and that's it. No, man.
That's what he wants you to think.
Yeah.
Esau's not in control, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is in control, but the thing is, you're not tapped into the spirit, so you don't understand that. All you see is what's before you. All you see is the carnality before you, and you don't understand the spiritual. That behind the scenes, who's really pulling the strings, man? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Because when you really sit there and meditate on it, and you actually come to admit that we're in this position because our own fault, then you start thinking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for whatever plantation I got to go to, the water for having me here and being able to see the light, and accepting the judgment that's upon me. Because that's what we're here to do. This is the place where we're going to be judged. We being judged right here on the earth. Whether for our good or bad works. Or, at the end of the day, that's exactly what the scriptures tell us.
Nope.
There is no in between.
Right, and if I could get this precept, are you still going on?
Yeah, let me just get this real quick in the GNT. This is Isaiah 36 and verse 6 in the Good News translation. It says, "You are expecting Egypt to help you, but that would be like using a reed as a walking stick. It will break and will jab your hand. That is what the king of Egypt is like when anyone relies on him." So that's straight to the point right there, man. You're going to hurt yourself, man, trusting in this damn devil, trusting in Esau.
The feet on this tower of the beast, the statue,
Daniel.
man, and Daniel, man, that's a brittle, man.
Right.
It's not something that's it's not something that's actually pure.
Solid.
This shit's on its way out, man. Everybody's divided here. That's a key sign that this place is falling. Can nobody fucking agree on anything? It's over, man.
Are high.
People losing their jobs and shit. It's over, man.
Losing their minds.
Hold up, you got September 1st, you got this nationwide protest going on that they're gonna set up. You got these other ones that talking about they trying to do this boycott thing with all the hair cleaning products and this and that. September 1st, talking about what would happen if so-called black women stop using all these products, and everybody starts going into what is it, do-it-yourselves?
Natural.
you know, it's like at the end of the day, man, like it really doesn't matter what you try to do. We're in slavery. We're at the bottom. It's like if you're not calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai and doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're opposing Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
You're anti-Hamashiach.
Yeah,
I got this real quick.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, you still got more? Go
Okay,
ahead.
no,
Go
I'll
ahead,
keep-
'cause I got a couple verses.
Okay. This is a different one. This is Isaiah 10 and verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped to the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel." It's like it, the Holy One of Israel in truth. So we're coming into the time where we're separating from this system. We're not going to depend on Esau, man. The Lord is breaking us off from this shit, man. We're not going to ever depend on any other heathen ever again after this. This is where we're at right now, man.
What we're doing is we're taking on that spirit of our forefather Abraham, of having to take that leap of faith. The Most High telling him to go out, and he gonna bring them to a land, and he's gonna give unto them for a possession. That's what we're doing, man. We say the Most High is basically telling us to separate from this place spiritually.
Come out of my people.
Come out of my basically, yep. Come out of my people. That means cutting ties with this place when the time comes, and getting our mind prepared to do that, and knowing and understanding by looking back at our forefathers, how they took the leap of faith and trusted in the Lord, and the Most High took care of them wherever they went, man. Wherever they went, they were taken care of. But the thing is, a lot of our people are about to fall because they haven't trusted in the word of the Most High. They haven't trusted Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You see? When we heard these words, we believed on it, and we started to move in that proper spirit, growing in it every day, getting ourselves prepared for what is about to take place, man. Where we are going to lose every single thing that we own in this place, or have in our possession right now, because we really don't own shit. You see? We're going to have to leave all this shit behind and move in that spirit of faith, trusting in the Most High that He's going to get us through it, man. Because there is no other way, you see, around what Esau is coming with. That was it.
And so, yeah, the thing is like what brother had touched on earlier, it's all predestinated, right? You got the 2/3 who they're not set up to receive this truth, this knowledge. So they're going to go ahead and walk right into that wicked device, you know. And then you have the elect who is, you know, going to come in the spirit of power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and go in a spirit of repentance, and that's going to protect the elect, you know. This is John 8 and 43. Yahushai, I go, do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye are of your father the devil. Your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And, you know, that whole his you know, chaos that he's creating right now, and his solution is going to be that wicked device. You 2/3, you're going to believe that lie, because you are the father. Your father's the devil. 2/3 right now, your God is Esau. You know.
That's a horrible guy to have.
Yeah, that's on the losing side, man. I think it's the winning side to be chasing after.
You see our people in that spirit, man. They ain't gonna believe us, but they're gonna. You got here blue-eyed devil walking
Worship
on
the
them.
devil, man.
They're all about it. Verse 45. It says,
You even had people that hate their skin color, man. Yeah, but Sammy Sosa.
dying skin.
Yup.
Michael Jackson
I think Michael Jackson might have.
had a condition.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
He started chopping on his face.
So he was making his nose smaller and shit.
Yep, trying to look like them.
Okay, verse 45 it says, and still Yahushua speaking, because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do you not believe me? He that is of Yahweh heareth Yahweh's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of Yahweh.
So the 2/3 are not of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, man. Because they don't see the light, they don't hear the truth, they believe it's a lie. That's why you got all this, Israelites coming against the truth. You got Alan Manata's up doing all these videos on all these people that are trying to say that we preaching lies, man. And at the end of the day, it's irritating to listen to them, but we know that it was not given unto them. And the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for giving it unto us. We know we're not deserving of it, but the water, because hey, this is not of us. Ephesians 2:8.
And the only way you can know this truth and have a real understanding of the scriptures is if the Lord Yahweh Shai taps into your mind, man. He has to awaken you. He has to quicken you.
He puts his Holy Spirit on you.
This is let me grab this real quick. Matthew 13:10 it says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Verse 11. He said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And that's what it is. It is given unto us to understand these mysteries, man. Matter of fact, let me get that word for mystery, because I can guarantee you some mystery on it. Because we go into words over here, baby.
Yeah, I was about to go into the wordology, baby.
3466. Stadion.
It says what? A hidden thing, secret, mystery. Generally, mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. So the rebels of our people are just ordinary Israelites, man. You see? They're just ordinary Israelites, and it hasn't been given unto them. So if that's what it is for the Most High's chosen people, he has a set of his people that he's not going to give mysteries to right now. How much more you heathen nations? If the Most High's own people can't understand his will, he hasn't given them the insight to the mysteries, he damn sure ain't finna give it to you fucking heathen above his people. If the Most High was gonna give his mysteries to anyone, it's gonna be the Israelites, man. But the thing is, the Most High is so merciful, he's eventually gonna give the rebels the mysteries after what? After death by pain. You see, because it tells us that all our people shall be all righteous. So they're gonna know everything once they're reincarnated into the kingdom, and you heathen are never gonna come into the fullness of the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh like we have, man. Because you're not Israelites.
That's why the heathen they're not gonna receive eternal life. Not even in the kingdom.
Yeah, that was just gonna say the for parable is a parabole in the Greek, but that just goes into like a similitude, likeness, comparison, metaphor, like
similitude.
And the thing is, man, when you go in, it's like a riddle. Not everybody can get it. It confuses them. It keeps them blind.
The Most High has to give you of his spirit to understand what we're saying. And this is why a lot of Israelites who know they still can't get the mystery.
And this is why we know it's not for everybody, because Yahweh Shai spoke in parables. It was only for those of the elect, even in that time. The elect was the only ones who could get those mysteries. Yahweh Shai spoke in parables. Yeah, sometimes, but you still got to be guided in this truth. Even if the Spirit's dealing with you, you got to be taught. Because Yahweh Shai says that when he spoke to them in parables, he would expound in private with them,
So yeah.
I got one. So this goes along with the time that we're coming into. Something else you got to know. This is Matthew 10 and I'll start at verse 35. It says, this is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Well, this is all division, man. This is the part of the story, is the division, because a lot of y'all sit there and say, especially y'all modern day Christians, oh, it's peace. He brings peace and joy and happiness. No, he says he came to bring division. He came to put us and set us one against another. Why? Because you're going to have family members that don't believe the truth, that don't believe the doctrine, that don't believe on the Sihit, man. That don't believe that Esau Edom is the so-called white man. That don't believe that we have enemies, you know?
God.
But that's part of everything that has to happen, man, because you have this squeeze that's being put on everybody so everybody can make their choice, you know, of what they feel is the right thing for them to do. And for the 2/3, the right thing for them to do is go and after Egypt, after Babylon, after Trump, and sit there and say, "You are our God. Help us any way you can."
And they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, especially if you got children. You're gonna have family members, your grandparents or whatever, saying, "How come we don't just go ahead and get that seed here? You gotta feed the kids. Maybe they should take them away from you. They might turn you into the authorities, man."
Y'all need
Call
to
you a
stop.
bad dad and shit.
Y'all need
You're
to
a
stop
bad
going
father.
out there preaching and calling the white man the devil. He's not the devil. That's exactly what they. That's exactly what they do.
And that's the pressure that we gotta deal with, man. But you gotta make the right decision. If you truly believe in Yahweh Shem Shai.
If you guys stop doing this, weren't they not being the same way with Moses? Just leave it. Look, you're causing a lot more work on us.
Yeah.
Hey, the blame's gonna come back down on us, and then you see these other groups doing things to blame the ministry as well. Or y'all want to be militant? Why are you guys out there at the park screaming at children?
Oh yeah.
Why y'all marching all around these blocks? What's the point of it? You guys are trying to intimidate the white man? Like, come on, man.
Esau is not intimidated by you niggas, man. Esau has a fucking gigantic military. Esau military spans his military spans the world. 10 niggas in the park doing combat drills is nothing on his radar, man. You know what I'm saying?
Go look what happened in Pennsylvania, man. Go look what happened in Philly, man, when they blew up that neighborhood, man. Set that shit on fire. They fucking helicopter went up and they fucking dropped the explosives in that house, man. These fucking Edomites ain't scared to put you guys out.
Exactly.
We'll continue on that one real quick. So it says a man's foe should be there of his own household. You're gonna have family members, you know, conflicting and turning against each other in these times, man. Yeah, verse 37.
Because they're comfortable here.
God.
They don't want to leave Babylon.
That's right.
They don't try to put themselves in a position to receive those benefits, man. You see, once again, America is the end all be all. You see?
And they're not building their spirit up, you know, because because we all have family members, you know, but that doesn't mean all our family members are building their spirit up and getting prepared for that time, you know.
Because they're unbelievers. That's all we come down to. They're unbelievers.
And not to be elect.
That's right.
You know? And that's something you got to deal with, man. It says, verse 37. So this is Matthew 10, verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Nothing here is more important than Yahweh Shem Shai. Not our family members, not our parents, not our children, not our wife, not our job. Bro, even our own life is not important than Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, you got more on that?
One more, okay. Now go ahead, because there's a few more.
I think it's Revelation 10 or 12. They loved their lives not till death. Revelation 12.
I got it. Revelation 12 and 11, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death.
That's right, man. They're not sitting here saying, I need to continue living. No.
What are we going to do? No. That's how niggas going to be out here, man. When they can't pay that fucking mortgage or rent no more, they going to be out here losing it. And it's going to get fucking real animalistic. It's going to get very vicious out here, man. So that's singing ages 15.
You're going to crash out.
Yeah.
And we, like I said, we said at the beginning, You know, we see that squeeze in all areas right now in Babylon, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me get this in the NLT. Revelation 12 and 11 in the NLT. It says, and they have defeated him by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony. And they did not love their lives so much that they were afraid to die.
Yep. That's so. Hey, so through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, which is much needed, because without Yahweh Shai, we fucked. Just plain and simple, man. You ain't acknowledging Yahweh Shai, man, as being that superior over us, man, and our way back to the Heavenly Father, man. You're through. You're cooked. You know, and go ahead.
Through the word of our testimony, the true 100% true doctrine that we preach every day on the highways and byways each and every week. That's how we overcome this devil, man, through the blood of Yahweh Shai and through preaching the truth. You see? And it says what? We don't love our lives here to the point to where we're afraid to die. And that's everybody outside of us, because they don't see the Most High. They don't see Yahweh Shai. They don't believe in immortality. I was just meditating on that last night, man. We are on a road to immortality, man, to never dying again. God. So if we have to perish in this truth, we perish in Yahweh Shai, so we really don't even die, man. There is no death for us. We continue to believe in Yahweh Shai. Death really doesn't exist for an Israelite, man. Especially those who believe in Yahweh Shai. You see?
Yeah.
Even if we have to be departed from this flesh, it's not over for us. And we have to know and understand it and truly believe it. So when it comes down with them bringing, basically threatening us with death, we don't, all right, do what you do, because we don't understand we have a body waiting for us in the heavens. We have a body that our spirit is longing to get back to in the heavens, man.
And there's things in the scriptures are written aforetime for our learning, because the thing that comes to mind is in the Maccabees, when them 7 sons and that mother, hey, they was ready to die for the testimony, for their faith.
Because it was what? Their belief.
God, they weren't worried about death. They knew what was coming, you know. That's the spirit of the elect, man. We know what's coming. We know what the prophecies say. We know what the kingdom entails, you know.
Got a quick precept on not being afraid of death. This is Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is, the devil, right? And deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. So the Lord is dealing with the elect, man, to give them the spirit to overcome the fear of death, because the majority of our people are controlled by that, man. They're controlled by the fear of dying, because they don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that comes with Yahweh Shem Shai dealing with you. So Esau can make them do whatever the fuck he feels like. You put a gun in their face. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The elect are not like that. We're saying fuck that, man. We'd rather die and be risen back up in honor than to bow the knee and take a goddamn water-fighting microchip and die a horrible, dishonorable death any damn way.
A treasonous death.
Yeah.
You see, that's the death for Israelite that commits treason against the Most High. Death by fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is Revelation.
If I may add to what the brother just said, you know, it tells you that the scriptures tell you that thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. When you're set free from death, man, you don't fear it, you know, because we were all in that state of fearing to die, you know, and I can talk about myself, because I used to be scared of death. And once I heard about the truth and I got the understanding of it, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, now I know why I was so scared, because I didn't have the truth.
You have the Yahweh Shai. This is Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
And this could take place at any time. As I was telling the brothers, even with these ice raids that's been going on, I'm like, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. we just got to suffer patiently there. And we don't know when that time is going to happen. But guess what? In our minds, we have to be prepared for it. We can't sit there and be like, oh, what's going on? Being caught off guard. No, if you're actually paying attention to what's going on, it's not going to catch you off guard. You're going to be mentally prepared, and your thing that's going to be in your mind is the meditation on the scriptures, on Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Right? It's not going to catch you off guard, man. It's not going to, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to come as a thief in the night unto you, man. So you already know, and if you stand firmly, hey, the testimony goes back into testicles, right?
You got to be a man to have a testimony.
Gird up thy loins as a man.
Yup. Gird up thy loins, man. And if you endure to the very end,
the same shall be saved.
Yup. There's that crown.
Yup.
Guaranteed, man.
And I got, since he said that, that's good that he said that, because that segues right into this, because he said the same shall be saved. And what is true salvation? It's literally going up in the chariot when all this chaos is happening, right? When the missiles, this is 1 Corinthians 15:54. So when this corruptible shall put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Yes,
And I was gonna say, we were talking on a couple of verses down from that. The first ones that are gonna be taken up are those that be martyred for the truth. Those are the first ones that are going to be taken up into those chariots, man. And then those that are still alive.
And one of the brothers out there in GMS Atlanta did a live. They were talking about this, and they said those who are martyrs for Yahweh Shai, you'll be raised up immediately. You're not going to come back in the third and fourth generation, man. It ain't going to be like you got to sit there in the spiritual realm and wait forever. Nah, man.
We ain't got nothing to lose, man.
Yeah. No. Then in verse 57 it says, but thanks be to Yahweh, which give us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh.
So the water Yahweh Shem Shai for your mercies, and being willing to give us the victory through your sacrifice, that is your anointed Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, that through him in our faith we are able to have that victory over death.
Yep. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's why you see brothers, no matter what it is, where we're tired, we had a long work week, or we still make it to the camps. We still make it to do the lessons, For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we're doing this for a purpose. There's a reason, because we know there's a reward that comes with this,
So the steadfast goes into
firm,
immovable, So you got to be firm. You 10 toes down, man. Not being shaken by seeing everything that's going on around, not just here in Babylon, not just here in Colorado, but around the world, man. Because these are global events that are happening around us right now, man. The prophecies are global events that we're witnessing right now in these end times.
So you got to tap in the spirit, man. That's why that main battle is fought in your mind. Not against flesh and blood, but against these demons that try to come and plague us. And the thing is, take joy in it, man. It's like your spiritual sparring partners. You see? That's what that is. They're there because Yahweh Shai sent them to make you stronger in your mind, to get us prepared for what we're about to face, man. Because you think shit is crazy now. Wait till it's all out hell and chaos all around you, man. Your mind is going to have to be on point. Your mind is going to have to be firmly rooted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So this is why we're going through these mental gymnastics with these demons trying to come and plague us, because Yahweh Shai is building us up in our spirit by sending these spiritual sparring partners from the left hand side. You see, to get us in the right spirit, man, to get us in the right frame of mind of being like hardened in our mind, man, firmly rooted in our mind. That's what we're going through. Hey, if you haven't noticed, are you brothers not being attacked by more demons in your mind?
Man, they turning the fuck up.
They turning up, man. Because what? We coming into that shit is about to get it. Shit is turning up. I'm talking about coming to you in your dreams. You just sitting down, wicked thoughts coming to your mind, and guess what it's doing? Those spiritual sparring partners is causing you to run to your Howard Shine and cleave unto him more. Is it not?
I mean, it's just the conversations the brothers amongst our own camp. We all know. Just talking to these brothers here this past week, man, we all got some shit we're being chastised with right now, you know. Brothers got, you know, car issues, career issues, you know.
That's our business. Keep it to that.
I'm just saying, we're all in the suffering, and it says in the scriptures, you know, rejoice, because it says that the brotherhood is sharing with those afflictions. So it's not like we're the only camp. You know?
I ain't saying that. Just keep it. You got to go into detail about it. Just keep it at that. We gonna catch it. Brothers catching hell, man. That's all. Hell, brothers going through it in many ways, man. You know. But
it's a time to rejoice, though. You know what I'm saying? Because without this knowledge, this truth, we would be like these 2/3. They go through these afflictions. What do? They start to give up. They start to wither, you know. And that's the point. We got this knowledge. We got this truth. This death, these afflictions. Biggest thing doing phasing us.
Biggest thing, especially if you're a new believer, go read what's that? Sirach 2. If y'all, what is it? Sirach 2. Prepare thy soul.
Yep.
Yes, go read chapter 2, man. The whole chapter.
Yep, Sirach chapter 2.
Sirach 2, man.
Go read that. To serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah.
Prepare, what is that? Your mind. Prepare your mind, man, because that's what the main battle is for in your mind. Because the faith begins in your mind. The faith begins in your spirit, man. You see, and Satan wants to shake you from that. You see, he wants to shake you up here. Well, if he got you shook up here, you shook out here. You shook. If you shook in the spirit, you're gonna be shook in the corner.
You get looking like a little fucking chihuahua, fucking scared, trembling. That's not the spirit that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has bestowed upon us.
Right.
He's not giving the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
And it's an indication of you know what time we're in.
Shit is turning up. But I thought I was tripping like, damn. They turning the fucking the episode of fucking Pablo Girls. They had the fucking danger chamber. You turn that motherfucking turn the fucking level of one more. Hey, how shot you know? Let's go to 2 more levels.
That's because we're getting there, man. We're getting to that time.
It's coming, man.
Hey, the Lord's tired of this shit. He's getting ready to wrap this motherfucker up, man.
Yeah. And his men, we're in that spirit too. We're tired of this shit.
We see where the wickedness is fucking ramping up.
Everywhere.
See, so the most I got to ramp up, so we got to get prepared because like when it goes down, but it's gonna be way worse than what we're reading in these scriptures when it starts to play out. The most we read these words, but until they play out right before us, and that's why we're gonna have to have a strong mind in these times we're coming into because we're about to see some shit. Men, women, and children about to catch judgment, man, in horrible ways. You see, and if you ain't got the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Most High, hey, Isaiah 33:6, you ain't gonna stand a chance, man.
You had something, brother?
I was gonna say this is Matthew 10 and verse 38. It says, "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me." So this is part of our cross, man. Dealing with things we're dealing with now. You talk about, the spiritual sparring partners, these demons that we got to battle every day. All right, that's part of taking our cross, man. Being an outcast of society, refusing the RFID micro CHIP. That's part of our cross, man.
Being persecuted, being fucking shamed out here, being spat on, do whatever fucking comes our way is part of us taking up our cross and following after Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Doesn't matter what it is, man. The government hating us, 2/3 hating us, our own family hating us, whatever. It doesn't matter, as the brothers pointed out, being outcast from this entire society. It's part of us taking up our cross and following after Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because this is not our rest. We're not citizens of this place. We trying to be citizens of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. We aliens here, man. We're not the same.
We're just pilgrims moving through, man.
Yeah.
See, put them through on the road to immortality, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that first fruit of those first fruit spirits, man.
Man, I'm sorry, man. I want to bring this out, man. Somebody can give it. This is, it tells you in 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13 that the Lord ain't gonna give you nothing that you can't handle. So if you're going through it, that means the Lord knows that you can get through it through Him, man.
I get it real quick. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, "They have no temptation taking you, but such is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it."
Man, and that's heavy, man. That's a heavy concept you have to internalize, man. No matter what situation you find yourself in, no matter how crazy it might seem, you know what I'm saying? The Lord has to escape.
Situation.
Yep.
You were meant to be in that situation. If you were, and if you couldn't handle that situation through the faith that the Most High blessed you with, He wouldn't have put you there.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see?
And that's Yahweh Bashem Yahshai removing that dross off of us, purifying us,
Yeah, I had like two more.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is 39, verse 39, Matthew 10 and verse 39. It says, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it."
So you could talk about somebody in the world like we just mentioned, Boozy Badass. He's gone. Hey, someone that's claimed to know the truth. Hey, Elazar. He done. Man. Right?
Yeah.
So they trying to gain life in this side. All of them that are trying to gain on this side, the carnal, after Esau, you're done. You're cut. You lost it. You lost. You lost it. There is no more race for you. Done.
You lost the battle.
Yep. But all of y'all who are sticking firm, being firm to the words, listening, doing that with pieces of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, guess what? As long as you continue to the end, and if your name's written in the book of life, man, if you have been set apart since the beginning to obtain salvation at this first go around, guess what? You have the victory in Yahweh Shai, man.
Says, "Let no man take that crown, man," including Esau, man. He's trying to take your crown, man.
I was gonna say, hold that fast. Hold that fast, which thou hast till He come, man.
Yep. Esau wants his birthright back, but he ain't gonna get it back. That's not part of prophecy.
Right. Just one last one. This is my last one, man. I must be allowed to bring this one out. That's a lot. This is Revelation 3 and verse 10. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth."
Yep. And that's why we said this is a worldwide event that's coming, and that's why you see the merges of all these different corporations and companies coming to one. And they're gonna do this, and they're gonna try, as the brother said, try to incorporate man and computer together, man. Mm-hmm. But as long as we put our trust and hope in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, He's not gonna let that hour of temptation overcome us.
That's right.
And that word temptation, it goes into experiment. And that's exactly what Esau's doing. He's talking about the merging man with technology. That's nothing but a wicked experiment, a wicked device on the left-hand side,
And it lets you know that Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that keeps us from that, man. You have to be connected to Yahweh Shai, man, to get through this time we're coming into, and that's it.
All right. With that, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash.
A double honor scoring out to the apostles and elders and bishops and great millstone. A peace and mercy be unto the hopeful elect. May Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have mercy upon you and your families. As always, say Shalom.
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 Kwam
Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.